When it comes to the streets, period, or I ain't gonna say streets, but reputation, when you get that reputation, you gotta do some dumb shit. And when you do the dumb shit, you get glorified for the dumb shit. You know, like I didn't like that I caught a felony at 15 or 14 or whatever. I was mad as shit when that shit happened. But when come home, everybody like, oh my man, ooh, he's solid. He held it down. I'm mad as shit. I'm on probation. I'm on house arrest. You already know I was pissed. That shit didn't feel good. But you know what I'm saying? On that same token, you get cool points for dumb shit. You know, and you meet new people when you go in when you get in certain situations, you know, it just escalates, you know, and you don't even see it escalating. You don't see it. It just feel like you just living, you know, you don't understand what's going on until you get out of it. Like, damn, I was really around a bunch of idiots. You get 10 years later, everybody dead, everybody in jail. Like, dang. And don't nobody choose to be in the streets. It's just our environment, man, for real. Don't nobody want to do it. Don't nobody want to do it. You know, it ain't pretty. Everybody know that. It ain't pretty.
And you know, I'm glad you hit right there, because honestly, the streets is with the younger generation, at least these Gen Zers and the younger millennials, very much glorified. You know, even with the women, you know, the street shit is like it's something cute. It's getting commercialized to a point where it's not. It's dangerous. You know, it's promoting. It's almost promoting killing your damn self. Do you think that's kind of the disconnect between older men and younger black men right there? Is that they're the older black men kind of didn't really have a choice, you know, or didn't really see the choice back then when they were in the streets, and the younger black men now are kind of just choosing the shit.
I'm not gonna just say this day and age is because it's been glorified in the music, you know. Like I used to listen to 3 6 Mafia when I came up. They crazy as hell. Like if you run them back, you know, Project Pat, all of them I used to come over, they glorify the shit too. So I mean, it's generation from generation. It's just about your choices as a man. You know, I accept it. I accept what I did. I'm never gonna run for anything I did. That's what I chose to do. You know, I'm gonna stand on it as a man. But at the same time, I want to be better. I don't want to live off of what the mistakes I did. That's what you're gonna have. It's the streets, man. You got dudes that have dropped out. Dudes that got problems at home, and homeless. There's all types of shit going on. It's a bunch of followers, you know. It's the blind leading the blind. So you might got one alpha, you know. So like seriously, like it's the blind leading the blind. A bunch of bad decisions and a bunch of people that's condoning these bad decisions. You know, so it's like. You can't look for a role model in the streets. That's the wrong place to look for.
Now, I will say, too, even the role models that I have seen, some of the mentors that I have seen, not to say that they aren't any, because I have met some good brothers as well. Right. But some of the mentors I've seen out there, like, they kind of taking advantage of some of these young men. What's your experience been like? You know, have you ever been caught in a situation where, you know?
I always, like you said, I always had my older brother. My older brother never put me in those foul situations, you know? He never put me in no situation that was over my head. Now, I know a lot of people, because I'm 30, you know what I'm saying? I'm 32, so I know a lot of people in my age range that have talked to an 18-year-old and tell them, yeah, you should do this, woo, 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 knowing damn well we was 18, you wasn't pulling none of that shit you telling this little 18-year-old to do. And it's been this way. You know, it's been this way. It's been fake OGs that swear they been doing this and that, and talking down to a little dude who ain't come up with him, and making it seem like something that it really wasn't, you know. And it's just a cycle for real. It's gonna be a never ending cycle if it's no change. That's why I'm here to talk. You know, I'm not with Lil Youngins going out here crashing out over nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't never did nothing in your life, but you going out here crashing out over a woman, over some money, over a situation.
Do you think it's older black males' obligation to correct younger black men or help discipline, guide?
Like I said, in the streets, it ain't no mentor, man. Like I don't even look at myself as no mentor or nothing, but since I do got some type of sense, and if you do got some type of sense, you should help your brother, man. Like, we know how foul it is. We hear these stories that's going on out here every day. we like a little word might help the next man. You never know. You know, just your experiences might help the next man. He might look at your experiences and be like, damn, I want to do better. You know, you should. You know what I'm saying? You should, because it ain't hurting nobody. You know, you was out here, you hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well do some right. You might as well.
That's just a sad reality. A lot of young brothers have to kind of learn the hard way, and either going to jail or the worst, which is dying. You know what I'm saying? And ended up some shit like that. But how do you think you've been able to, even besides Ahmad, you know, with your guidance, how do you think you've been able to maneuver around and not end up? I mean, because chances, the odds will stack against you, for real, for real.
I mean, honestly, I never wanted to be a tough guy. I just wanted money, you know, so I never wanted to be this tough guy. And, you know, if it ever came my way, I stand like a man, but I just want the money, you know. I just want the cash. That's it, you know. You already know me. The risk I'm taking is over the cash. So I've been in my encounters, and I think a lot of it. I've never, like I told dude, I'm glad I ain't dead or I ain't sick 10, 20 years to learn that the shit I was doing was dumb. And I knew it was dumb when I was doing it. You know, I knew the shit was dumb. I didn't have no other way to make no money, you know? So now that I got other routes, I leave that shit alone. And I can't explain to you how now to answer your question, I just think a lot. That's it, you know? I ain't never told on no man. You know, and I think a lot of it, I ain't never get convicted of anything. Good lawyer too, you know. Great lawyer, you know.
You know what? Even within that, you said that you had a good lawyer, because a lot of your niggas get caught up by just, they don't even know the system. It's like, they get caught up in the streets and then they catch the consequences of the system. They don't even realize how fucked up the system is. You know what I'm saying? How easily they get the public defenders, then they start playing for deals. They get time they weren't even supposed to get. Like, the other day in the streets and don't even really realize the risk that come with it, or even how to get out of it.
I learned that when I caught that charge when I was 14 or whatever age I was at. I didn't have any money then, you know, and our people didn't have no money then either. So I got a public defender, a public pretender, and the nigga got me fried. Like I went from 13, 14 all the way to 18 on probation, in and out of now, all types of crazy shit. And I'm like, if I ever get caught by these people again, I'm gonna have me some money. That's what I was just telling myself that. I'm like, man, I'm going through all this bullshit over some money. This Fly, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Fly, he got caught with me, but his people's had money. So his people's paid for a lawyer. He ain't go through what I went through. He went to 6 months. He out. He cool.
Do you think the young men who do have privileges of having, because, you know, some of these niggas is out here, you know, they ain't all coming from impoverished homes. You know what I'm saying? Especially the young ones. They're all coming from where they got to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? So how do those men, how are the interactions with those men that are privileged? You know what I'm saying? They can't come to the streets and then go back to the mother house, you know, and be good type shit.
It all even out. You know, it all even out. Man, if you privileged, I mean, it's predator and prey in the streets, you know. Say food. They come out there, they sweet, you green, you food. So that's what it is. Niggas ain't telling you to go inside. Come on outside. That's how it works. I mean, best believe only the strong survive. Just like one of them units, only strong will survive, man. So if you're playing, it's gonna show. It's gonna show if you're playing. If it's an act, it's gonna show. I mean, honestly, like you know, in our family, it's a lot of street niggas. You know, a lot of alpha street niggas in our family. So when I went out and chose my friends, I didn't want any street niggas as friends. That's just not who I wanted to hang around. I didn't want to hang around with a street nigga. I'm like, I could go around my fucking family and learn this dumb shit if I want to. I need to be around some people that's gonna be like, look, don't do that shit, bro. That's not a good look, bro. So let's do this, bro. You know, even though I'm gonna do it anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just need somebody that's gonna give me another insight on what I'm doing out here. I've been my own man for a long time. You know, I got friends, but we friends when we link. We ain't hanging. If you got people that's supposed to be your friend, and they sitting around you and they allow you to do crash dummy shit, that's not your friend, man. That's not a person you should consider a fucking friend. Like, they want to see you lose. I just don't understand that shit. Like, I don't understand how a person could tell you to make this badass decision, take time out your life and all that shit. You know, you're a man, you made the decision. So you stand on what you did. But after you move forward, don't mean you gotta fuck with these people again. Like, for real. You walk around with your paperwork, I ain't telling nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't fucking with you niggas. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seemed like they make it seem like the streets is the only way to go. Like, these motherfuckers in the streets is the give all, say all. Like, what the fuck? Like, move on with your life, man. It's bad ass bras in Puerto Rico and Hawaii, and like, it's a lot of shit out here to do, bro. Other than stand around and try to look sweet in front of people that don't even care about you.
We do not play by our friends. You fuck with the team, might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's, we don't never miss it.